What's going on, guys? I'm back do another video, and I'm going to be showing how to make a Suburban house. This is the 65th installment of Suburban House, and yeah, here it is. This one's a little bit tinier than the average one. I was trying to go with a smaller porch. I'm a little bit different because I keep doing the same thing over and over again, I've noticed. And it's kind of getting repetitive for even me, so it's like, let me just go with something a little bit different, you know, something smaller. Figured I'd change it up a little bit, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about that other than that, a little bit of an oopsie. So that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alrighty, so the space we're going to be needing for this is a 19 by 20, and the materials we're needing, I think, to start off, are brick blocks, birchwood planks, wow, isn't that a new one, haha, smooth quartz blocks, black stained glass panes, dark oak doors, smooth sandstone. You could use normal or cut sandstone. I guess either one is an option. Smooth sandstone stairs. Match your stairs to your match your stairs to your blocks if you can. Cut sandstone. I realize does not exist as a stair, which it probably should. Pillar quartz blocks. I didn't have a garage. Oopsies. And we'll go with. I don't know. There's no real good answer here. I hate when that happens. Think we'll just stick with that current set. Now, let's get out smooth quartz slabs. I lied. I don't know where my voice is going. I apologize for that. But what you want to do is you want to come to the front left-hand corner of your 19 by 20 grid. Cough, cough, you made it. And you want to start off by counting backward by 4. And right by 1 and going back, you're going to want to place 15 brick blocks. Just like that. You then want to place 10 rows of birchwood planks on top of that row of brick. Decide what you want to do with windows for this, by the way. That's an important thing. Also, hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part. It's a Thursday, so that's always cool. Other than the fact that I don't have a voice right now, which isn't normal, but I'm going to pretend like it's normal and move on with my life. My voice is like, 1 second it's like fine, and the next second it's like, no, I'm just going to leave. But, that's, I guess, part of, maybe that's not puberty, maybe that's just me, I don't know. Hope it's not just me, because that's the problem. Anyways, now you should have this. Figure out what your front and the back of your wall is real quick, because that's important, and we're going to be working right from the front side of it. So come to the front, and you want to bring this brick block here right by 1. Bring it right with a smooth sandstone, and then 2 brick blocks. Bring each brick block up by 1 sec. I don't have my thingy up. That's an important thing. Shut up. I didn't ask. Bring each brick block up by 6 with birchwood planks. That's how math works. And then bring your smooth sandstone, or make that whatever your floor material is going to be, but bring it up with a dark oak door and then 4 birchwood planks. Like so. Now, going left to right on top of that row of birch, this little row of 4, you want to place 3 black stained glass panes and a birchwood plank. Copy that row 2 more times. I was making sure the math was right, which it, I think, is. And then place a row of birchwood planks on top of that. That should be correct. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot what that looked like. I don't know why that, like, scared me. I was like, oh my god. Jump scare. You know, let's ignore the porch. No one likes porches. Come to the bottom, whatever side this is, right, brick block, and you want to bring it back back diagonally to the right by 1. I'll get there. Then bring it right by 11. Like so. Place a row of birchwood planks on top of that row of brick. And then going, I think, left to right or right to left. Yeah, words. Left to right or right to left on top of that row of birch does not matter. You want to place a birchwood plank, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass panes, smooth quartz block, 2 birchwood planks, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass pins, smooth quartz block, and a birch wood plank. Copy that row one more time. And then, let's say you want to place 2 rows of birchwood planks on top of that. I was deciding if I wanted to do 1 or 2, and I guess we'll go with 2, because that seems fair. Although it looks extremely dumb, which we'll we'll figure that part out later. That's not important. Just pretend like it looks perfectly normal. And if you pretend like it looks normal, it'll look normal. Logic. Anyways, coming to the right side, and you want to bring this brick block here back by 12. Then go across the back, aka left, with an additional 12. No. 11 brick blocks. Whoopsies. Just like that. And then you're going to want to place... Yeah, let's just go with 5 rows of birchwood planks on top of that. You could do 4, but 5 is going to make it just easier. Sort of, if I remember. Which I should remember. There is nothing about this portion of the build that is like, that's confusing. At least not to my awareness, which isn't very high, but like... It's high enough to understand what we're doing here. And that's because I made the thing. That's why. I hope I'd know it decently well. Okay. Just trying to figure out if I wanted to work at the back. So you actually do want to come to the back, and you want to, for like, we're gonna need to do this for like a minute and a half. Orient the, that side is the left side, and the taller side is the right side. Very descriptive. You want to bring this row of brick with birch left by 1, so again, that is towards the other side. It's not going outward. We're not, like, building a weird squiggly line here, because we're not doing my old pet store tutorial. I had to do that. You then want to place a smooth sandstone going left from that brick block and then 2 bricks. Bring either brick up by 10 with birch. And then bring the dark oak... whoopsies. Smooth sandstone up with a dark oak door and 8 birchwood planks. That was an extreme amount of dumb. If you've never watched one of my videos before, welcome. That's going to be what you're going to get a lot of if you stick around. A lot of stupidity. What you want to do is you want to bring that smooth sandstone back with a smooth sandstone stair, and then bring said stair left and right by 1 each. Should we do the front porch yet? Nah, I don't think so. But let's come back to the front, because we need to do stuff at the front. And what you're going to want to do is you want to leave a... Going left to right, on top of this front row of birch, you want to leave a 2-block gap, and then place... 9 birchwood planks. Just want to make sure I got the number right. Which, yeah, that's correct. I should have... Never mind, it wouldn't have been easier. Going left to right or right to left on top of that little sticking out row of birchwood planks does not matter. You want to place a birch plank, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass pins, smooth quartz block, 2 black stained glass pins, smooth quartz block, and a birchwood plank. Copy that row one more time. And you want to place a row of birch on top of that. Like so. It's off-centered, and I realized that, and there's no way to make it centered without screwing something else up. You could theoretically make the gap between the windows the bottom 1, and then you can center it, or you could make it 3, and you could also center it. Or you could do 2 on either side and 1 in the middle, and you could also center it that way, but that would be probably the dumbest of the 3 suggestions I've just given you. I'd say the smartest would be making that a 1-block gap, because I think 3 would look too big, and doing 2s on the sides would look too big at the same time, or too wide. But doing 1 in the middle I think would work. Although if you're willing to sacrifice that 1 block, because this is a very small house. This is a tiny guy. But yeah. Let's do the porch finally. I think that's a good idea. You want to bring this smooth sandstone block out by 2, and then you want to bring each of those left and right by 2. Which, that doesn't make sense. You'll see. You'll see what I'm doing here. Then bring that out with a row of brick, and then bring the row of smooth sandstone forward with another row. Then place a pillar quartz block facing up on either side, and then in front of each smooth sandstone block, now you want to place a smooth sandstone stair. I don't know this number. I hate when that happens. Hold up. Let me just, like, count it real quick. I think I'm going to guess 4. I was correct. Bring either pillar quartz block up by 4. Love being correct on things. Doesn't happen that often, but I love when it happens. You want to place an upside down smooth quartz slab in front of each front pillar quartz block, and then connect those slabs together. I was trying to figure out how that would work, and I figured it out. On top of each pillar quartz block, you want to place a slab. Bring either slab back with a block. Words do not work. And then bring either block back with an upside down slab, and then bring either upside down slab up with a normal slab. Like so. I was going to say as so, but that doesn't sound like words to me. Or English grammar. Something like that. I don't know. It's like, I'd say it's too early in the morning for this, but that's not an excuse to be making it 7:40 p.m. If it's 7:40 a.m., fair enough, but it's not a.m., so. Hypothetical situations. You want to, at the left side, you want to place a row of upside down smooth quartz slabs along the left side of the top of the build, the upper section, and it wants to overhang the front and the back by 1. It does not want to double up itself like I accidentally just did about 5 times. There you go. You can make it, symmetrical and do it at the other side where you can. I wouldn't actually connect it because, because we have the other roof that's gonna get in the way. Sorry, I can't. My brain is not functioning today, and I don't know why. Bring either upside down smooth quartz slab in with another upside down smooth quartz slab. At the front and the back, you want to do this, and at either side of those. Then go up with a slab. In with a block, not a pillar quartz block like I almost just did. And then in with an upside down slab, and then place a normal slab on top of that. And then that's gonna give you a roof. Or something like that. I don't know. Roof peak. That's better. Like so. Now what you can do is you can get rid of your brick blocks, your black stained glass panes, your dark oak doors, your smooth sandstone stairs, and your pillar quartz block, and bring what you have to the front of your inventory like this. You could have just cleared your inventory and re-gotten those out, because this exists now. I know, I just like had to re-grab the materials. But what you also want to get on in addition is smooth quartz stairs. Deep slate brick blocks. Deep slate brick slabs. Where are they? There they are. Deep slate brick stairs. And I think that's actually everything. Well, I could be I think this time I'm correct. So what you're going to want to do to start off is just fill in the top of the little mini porch roof. This isn't really a porch. I was trying to go with something different and make a small porch and a small house, apparently, because that's how that worked. When I envisioned a porch like this, I instantly envisioned an extremely small house, and I don't know why, so don't ask me why. Anyways, just filled in. So it makes... Ooh, basically, wherever it's going to be a slab connecting... Or basically wherever this upside down smooth quartz slab is going to be upside down deep slate brick slab. So you're essentially just following the pattern like that, really. Pretty simple. Now, for the fun part, in quotation marks, along the top defined row of the right section, so essentially this row here, that is the row that, like, if you don't understand it, it's essentially just based off like how tall the right side is and also the back. You want to place a row of smooth quartz stairs in front of that row that overhangs the right of the build by 1. So you can see it perfectly splits up those 2 window sections. This house looks terrible without the window designs. I just realized how much better it actually makes it. Like, I was like, and I was pretty iffy on them, but like looking at it without them, it's bad. Then you want to bring those end smooth quartz stairs in with upside down smooth quartz stairs. Up with the smooth quartz stair. In with an upside down smooth quartz stair. Up with a smooth quartz stair. In with an upside down smooth quartz stair. You should know where this is going. Up with a smooth quartz stair, and you want to keep that pattern moving until you have a 1 block center, and in said 1 block center once I get there. I think it's 1 more. I think this is going to be the last one before. I might be wrong. No, it looks like I'm right. For once. Whoopsies. Just place. It's not that hard. And then in the middle, you want to place an upside down smooth quartz stair facing off to the right with a slab on top. So, this is going to be a little bit of a weird one, and I don't exactly know how to explain it, but you can actually start with the back, and the back is pretty self-explanatory. So it's essentially just connecting these smooth quartz stairs to the left side, which is going to be this birch section, and with those deep set brick stairs, you want to essentially make sure that they crash into the wall. So they're not just going through the build, they're running into a wall, and you want to build the wall up as you do this. And then once you hit the point where it's going to be these upside down smooth quartz slabs, you want to just bring them back till they are... till the last slab is on top of the row of stairs below, and there should obviously be the half a block gap because they're upside down. And then place a block, smooth quartz block behind that deep set brick stair, and then you can just place stairs going to the side of that. And this is going to happen at the front and the back, and make sure that, again, this little gap's filled in. And then this row of stairs will go essentially behind the row of slabs and out by an additional one, and then we'll connect forward with slabs. And then to the left of that row of slabs will be a row of blocks that essentially runs into that row of stairs, so whatever that direction is, perpendicularly. And then the top row of deep set brick slabs will just connect front, back, right, whatever. And then the left side is just a row of slabs and a row of blocks connecting front to back. That's really not that hard. But the front is quite a different story. It's not necessarily hard if you understand what you're doing. Essentially, we're just adding a shape in the middle of what we just did at the back, except it wants to go through that shape and then it wants to connect to the end wall. So if that doesn't make sense, this stair, deep set brick stair, follow through, and then two deep set brick stairs behind that, and then make sure that it connects to both walls. This is where it gets a little bit weird. So you're essentially doing that. And then do the same thing at the, once you hit that point that you did before with the upside down smooth quartz slabs moving back. And when you do that, I want you to stop your roof for a second. Make sure you have this gap filled in. I want you to stop for a second on that side and then work up the other side with just whatever. And then again, make sure that you do fill in the side of this sticky outy section. There goes my voice like I was talking about in the intro. I don't know why that just happened. It's like I just choked on air. Probably dust. It seems like a more likely occurrence. Now what you're going to want to do is on top of that top row of birchwood planks, you just want to place a little row of deep set brick slabs, or I guess a bracket shape, underscore shape, something like that. Surround the deep set brick slabs and smooth quartz slabs, and you do not need to go any further than what you've already done. So you can essentially see like where the slabs are. You don't need to wrap around the back, because what you're going to want to do is this next row of stairs is just going to go just going to go straight across. And then we'll connect into that block like normal. And then this little gap here, you just want to fill in with deep set brick slabs. If that was a weird explanation, I'm sorry. But kind of just look at it and figure out, how is this supposed to work? How would this... Essentially, what you want to be asking yourself is, how is this room not going to have any holes in it? And how is it going to be roofed and connected properly in a way that makes sense? The more you build, the more that's going to just become habit. Like, for me at this point, if I were to have done something like this, like, 3 years ago, I would have been like, huh? But now I'm like, yeah, that's just easy. Because I've done it so much. And the way that roofs connect, the more you do a roof, the more it will, like, make sense. So, then, again, this row of deep set brick stairs will go one further than that row of upside down slabs, and it'll be a row of slabs moving forward from that front stair, and then just fill in the rest of the gap with blocks. Now what you want to do is you want to fill in this right peak here, and then the little one blocks at the front and the back peaks in with birchwood planks, because no one wants to see into your attic. But in this case, it might not be an attic, because this one's too small, and the other one is probably going to be your second floor, because you have room for one of those. You can also add a window here at the right side, or two if you really wanted. Just think about that. I'd probably make your inside first before adding any other windows. That's what I'm always telling you. Except the front should always have windows in a certain way because it's going to look best. If you have like if I just took out that window randomly, it looked dumb. Alright, but we have one more thing to do and then we're done. Above each of the windows, all three of them, you want to place just a row of smooth quartz slabs on the row of birch above them, and it's going to be as long as the window, no longer, no shorter. Like so. That looks dumb, doesn't it? Under the double window, which is the one at the top floor, you're going to place a row of upside down smooth quartz slabs under it. This is just so this does not connect to this row of stairs. Because under the other two, what you want to do is under the smooth quartz block, you want to place an upside down smooth quartz slab under either block. And then in between those slabs, you want to place an upside down smooth quartz stairs under the panes. Like so. That just kind of fills in that gap and makes that full block gap look a little bit smaller, because I'm so used to doing the half slab row directly above on the row of planks above. I just think that looked better, so I was like, okay, let me find a way to kind of maneuver my way, or finagle my way around and get something similar. And this is what I came up with. But, yeah, once you've done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is your Suburban house. I believe the 65th installment complete. It's a tiny guy this time. I'd recommend adding a chimney on the right side if you feel like it, although if you don't feel like it, then don't. That's whatever. But I think that's just if you guys did enjoy this video. Have a fantastic dinner, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.